right. So let's see here. This is one of the first times I get a chance to wear one of these face mics, which is fun. Great. So my name is George. I want to talk to you guys about insurance. Basically, what we have here is something that I don't think any of you actually like, your health insurance. So I want to ask the audience, remain seated if you hate your health insurance. I only saw one person stand up. Okay, 2 people stood up. So that's like 98% of the audience hates their health insurance. And we want to do something about it, all right? So we're actually rethinking health insurance from the ground up, and we can do that using the blockchain. So I want to tell you, whoops. I didn't even know this was behind me. Okay, so I want to say that families basically are paying too much money for their health insurance, $18,000 a year, and that's an increase of 140% over just a few years. That's insane. We have people who have medical bills, even if they're insured, the result of their medical bills is causing them to lose their savings. And basically, you have this issue with the cost of procedures can be different between hospitals, even by amount of 50 times. That's a lot. So what causes this? Well, the first problem that we want to solve that we know has caused big problems like this is asymmetric information. Basically, what this is adverse selection in insurance pools. And what happens is, when you're in an insurance pool, but you're overpaying, you get angry, you actually decide, you know, I don't really think that I need this, and you decide to drop out. And so you have healthy people who are overpaying who decide to drop out, and the remaining costs are very high, and they must be then spread over the remaining members. And then the next tier of healthy people decide to then drop out. And this spiral happens all the time. It's called death spiral. So another thing that causes this is lack of price sensitivity. It's big because when you're insured, your health insurance actually is paid typically by your employer, and when you go to the doctor, you don't ask what something costs. In fact, the doctor doesn't even know what that stuff costs. That's weird. So the last thing is that you have misaligned incentives. This is the really big problem. You have the insurance companies who want to book profit, and the way they book profit is by charging really, really high premiums and then not paying out on like any of your claims. And that's a really big problem. Both sides lose out. Even the providers end up losing out. So these are opposing. And there's a way to realign incentives. And this is something that we're working on. What you can do with an insurance company is really nothing more than a middleman who is extracting economic rent. And we can stop this. You can remove the middleman by allowing people to mutually self-insure each other by self-forming pools of risk. And we can do this when patients are able to come together and pool their premiums that act as a pool against claims. And when this happens, as a mutual self-insurance, there's no reason to deny claims. And so therefore, there's no reason to fight them, and a claim can get paid in a matter of potentially hours rather than months, which is like the average that it takes. And you can also fix adverse selection, where you have self-governing communities who are able to form in these pools given their own rules. And unfortunately, I have to walk through this very quickly. And with fixing price sensitivity, this is really important because we want people to act as consumers of their own health. That means that they should actually ask doctors what things cost, and we really need to take that responsibility and place it back on the system to figure out what things cost. Now, with Tides, we are creating a decentralized network of health insurance functionaries that are able to allow anyone to spin up their own pool of risk, but allow real licensed individuals who are acting in a decentralized manner on our network to actually process the claims, to act as underwriters and actuaries, and also pay bills. And we're doing this on Stellar. It's really important because we actually want to be able to use USD. And so we need a decentralized network of anchors to be able to take this USD. And we also need to pool it together on a stable type of currency. And we need to be able to make sure that everyone can have that the provenance of the pooled funds is there. That's important for a system like this. And as the token, that's important as well, the Tide token, is able to capture the entire network value all within the total supply of tokens. And I've got to skip through this. But basically, the easiest way to do this in order to start is by catastrophic insurance. That's something that we would have the ability to do in a very easy way. And I'll be able to talk to you guys about that off stage. And we have a lot of partners to make this happen. And just a little bit of background about myself and, well, yeah. So just in case you guys want to know who the heck I am, I actually helped create the first working prototype of a Bitcoin debit card way back in the day. And our team is all health and technology based, and the advisory board is really cool. We even have one of the first members of Ethereum and one of the founders of Stellar who are on our team. So Tides, and I'm George. Thank you very much. Bye.